Imagine this, a stormy night, the city drowned in rain, headlights cutting through the darkness. A wealthy CEO, known for her untouchable power and brilliance, is suddenly snatched away by men who think money can buy everything, including her silence. She fights, she screams, but in that moment, the world doesn't hear her. Except one man. And here's the hook, what if I told you the man who hears her cries isn't a bodyguard, isn't the police, isn't even someone from her world at all? He's a single dad, a man balancing grocery bags with one hand and holding his little girl's hand with the other. But what no one knows is that this father hides a secret, a gift, a power that he has vowed never to use again. Not after it cost him everything once before. Before I take you deeper into this story, make sure you stick with us until the end, because the moment she looks at him, bloodied but alive, the world shifts forever. And if you enjoy stories that twist love, courage, and second chances into something unforgettable, hit that like button and subscribe right now, so you never miss the next tale. The CEO, Amelia Cross, had built her empire on discipline. She believed in numbers, in facts, in unshakable control. Love was a distraction she never allowed herself. Trust was a luxury she couldn't afford. But tied to a chair in a warehouse on the edge of the city, she discovers how fragile control really is. The men who hold her are ruthless, demanding secrets only she knows. They don't see her as a woman, as a soul, they see her as leverage. Miles away, Daniel Reed tucks his daughter Lily into bed. He's worn from work, his hands calloused, his eyes tired, but his heart soft as he kisses her forehead. His wife died years ago, and every ounce of his being has gone into being both father and mother. But when the rain batters the windows that night, he hears something else, a cry, faint but piercing. Not through the air, but through the very fibers of his mind. His gift. The one he swore never to use again. Daniel shakes his head, tells himself no. He promised Lily a normal life. Powers bring danger. Powers bring pain. But then the cry sharpens, desperate, terrified. And in that moment, he knows he cannot ignore it. Not when he has the strength to save someone who cannot save herself. The journey is brutal. Daniel tracks the men, slips into shadows, faces guns and fists with nothing but his courage and the strength surging beneath his skin. The fight is not easy, every blow he takes reminds him he is mortal, every moment of hesitation whispers that he should turn back for Lily's sake. But then he sees Amelia. Blood on her lip, defiance in her eyes, but breaking underneath the weight of fear. And something awakens in him. He tears through chains and locks, faces the men head-on, and in a storm of strength and fury, rescues her. Amelia doesn't believe what she's seeing. A man who should be broken, standing unshakable. A stranger with eyes not hardened by greed but softened by love. He carries her out, bleeding himself, refusing to let her fall. In that moment, when she leans against his chest, when the night opens to the pouring rain, something inside her cracks. A woman who never trusted anyone finds herself trusting him instantly. But the story doesn't end with escape. No. That's just the beginning. Amelia learns about Daniel's life, about Lily, about the quiet pain of a man who hides his power to protect the only family he has left. Daniel, in turn, learns about Amelia's loneliness, surrounded by money, yet empty in ways she never admitted to anyone. She visits Lily, and for the first time, her heart softens at the sight of innocence. She laughs, really laughs, in Daniel's tiny kitchen over burnt toast and spilled orange juice, and she wonders how can a man with so little have a heart so full? The kidnappers don't disappear. They come back, stronger, vengeful. Daniel faces the hardest choice of his life, keep hiding, or unleash everything he is to protect Amelia and Lily. He chooses to fight. And in that fight, Amelia sees not just his strength, but his soul. A man who would bleed without hesitation for those he loves. A man who shows her that love is not weakness, it is the greatest power of all. By the end, the city whispers about the mysterious man who saved the CEO, but Daniel doesn't care. He only cares about tucking Lily in safe, about Amelia's smile across the table. And Amelia? She finds herself in love, not with a superhero, not with a rescuer, but with a man. A single dad who showed her that sometimes the most powerful thing in the world is a heart that refuses to give up. And that, my friends, is where we leave you tonight with a story not just of action, but but of healing, courage, and love that comes when we least expect it. If this story moved you, if you felt the rush of danger and the warmth of family, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that remind us of what truly matters. Because in the end, no matter how dark the night, love will always find its way home. The rain-soaked night fades into dawn, but Amelia can't sleep. Her body aches from the ordeal, yet her mind keeps replaying the moment Daniel broke through the doors, his fists blazing with a strength she can't comprehend, his eyes burning not with rage, but with an unshakable will to protect. She's had bodyguards, she's had private security details with high-tech weapons and training, but no one has ever fought for her the way this stranger did. Meanwhile, Daniel sits quietly by Lily's bedside. She stirs in her sleep, clutching her worn-out stuffed bunny. He runs a hand through her hair, his chest heavy. He knows he crossed a line tonight. He used his powers again. And every time he does, danger follows. What if they come for Lily? What if Amelia's N?